a slot that has curvature to it, right? How would I do that?
Would you just do a spline? Like to draw it out? And then,
How would you do it in the spring? You have no spline. And we know who loves SolidWorks over here. I know who loves SolidWorks. Alright, so
would you make it like a 2-point circle or
yeah,
3-point circle?
So try to do it on your own right now, everybody. So you try to, you know what I'm saying, use your mind. But try to get it done. So the same way as we did the straight ones, right? So this is an example of the straight ones. But do this one. So we'll just give it some bogus numbers. So we're gonna go over here, I don't know, 5 inches, right? Hopefully this works. So 5 inches from there. And then this is just gonna be 125 radius. Is that enough information for you guys?
Is it?
Oh no. So this radius down here of this is gonna be, let's try 4. And I'll try it out and I'll switch it if it doesn't work.
Alright.
So this radius. You're gonna have to,
They account for the equilateral distance.
since it's bent, do you have to make your code at a 90-degree angle?
No, 45.
So everything is,
It's a 62-degree angle.
Alright, so like I said guys earlier, for your test, it would be better if you make your extra axes and everything from the get-go, right? A setup is called a setup for a reason. You're setting it up, correct? So it would be a lot better, a lot gooder, if you go ahead and take it to solid mill, right?
you mean SolidWorks?
And then come up here to setup. Go to assembly, table, axes, A, new axis. Remember guys, has to say rotary on there,
There's only
right?
one ass.
Has to say rotary. Hit OK. Then come to your solid, right? So here on your solid, I'm gonna make a stock and I'm gonna make it from a cylinder. So for your test, you're gonna have an inner radius, right? So that's how you make a pipe going through it, right? So we know that when you machine at a shop sometimes, there's already an ID hole through there, right? Or it's already empty
Round
inside
stock.
of it, round stock, right? So that's how we would do it here in eSprit for the solid, right? So my radius is gonna be 1.5. I believe the inner hole is gonna be 1/2 inch. So we're gonna put the radius of 0.25, correct?
C,
And then our X, we're gonna go -12, correct?
C.
So that's all we needed here. So that inner radius is for the small hole, and then the outer radius is gonna be for the OD, right? So this self-explanatory. Hit add, hit OK. So now when I push pause, see, I can see through there. That's
Oh, there's a little hole.
all right. So now I'm gonna make my part. So I'm gonna go to unbounded geometry, make my point. Go ahead and just make that to -12. And on my Y, I'm just gonna put it up to 1.5. Hit enter. Where'd it go? There it goes.
You gotta back out.
Yeah. See, that's why I like SolidWorks. So SolidWorks already brings it in to the, it zooms it in, right? So I'm gonna click it, I'm gonna bring it over here. Now, like I said, guys, it doesn't,
Click it or take it.
you don't have to put your layers on there, but it is a whole lot better in instance for controlling your actual drawing and everything, right? So I'm gonna hit new, and I'm gonna put Geo. I'm gonna hit new, and I'm gonna put part solid. So I'm just gonna take this back to my, instead of being default, Geo, right? And I'm gonna go ahead and turn on my hot pink. So now if I hit shift and on there, and then it's gonna be the part solid, so I'm gonna be revolve. Remember, as a default, 90 comes up there, right? We have to remember to change it to 360 degrees, right? Then we click down here to select my axis. So I'm gonna select this one. Boom, there goes my part, right? So now if I push pause, it's lined up perfectly right on top of it, correct? All right, so now I'm just gonna turn off my solid and I'm gonna make a point on 0, 0. So it makes it right at the center. Now remember, if I would push enter right now, I'm not gonna see anything. Why? Because my part solid's highlighted and it's not checked, correct? So I'm gonna take it back to Geo, right? Now I'm gonna hit apply, boom, there it goes, right? And this one's gonna be negative 5. Thank you. Negative 5, enter.
Minus-cinco.
So now I'm gonna make my circles. So this one, the radius was
0.125.
0.125, and then make this one also 0.125. When I was walking around, I saw some of you guys weren't making both circles, right? Y'all just made a point, and y'all were taking the circle to that point. Wrong answer, correct?
That's what I did.
Make both of the circles.
Mm-hmm.
Nope.
Now I'm gonna go to circle 2,
I work
I
harder.
feel like it.
click on this side,
Ah, boo.
and then click on that side.
I did the center to center.
Circle 2.
See? And now you can't even see it. Oh,
Alright,
there
so
you
we
go.
had, how much was that, 6 inches?
6.
So 6, enter,
This side.
and it made that one, right?
Ooh.
So at the bottom, click that one and that one again, because I'm still in the circle 2, right? Hit 6 again, enter.
I did mine the harder way. But it's
Voila.
not- There's
I'm
multiple
better.
ways to do the same thing.
There's multiple ways, guys, whatever floats your boat, right?
Water.
So,
Actually, it took care of the problem with that mushroom or whatever you were getting on that circle.
Yeah.
It's better.
what?
I mathed it out.
The way we did, that's obviously better. The one we're doing, it was giving us a crappy end. It still works, but yeah.
Alright, so now I'm just gonna trim off the things I don't need, right?
Keep.
So I'm gonna trim all this in here. That guy too. And then
No more and then.
alright. So notice that I trimmed off everything and anything that touched this. Cause if I hit shift and click that line,
Yes,
if that line was connected, it would carry through with that line, correct?
See?
So now I'm just gonna push escape to get out of trim. Shift, highlight the whole thing. Copy, translate it.
1.5.
We're gonna move it. 1.5 on the Z, right?
1.5 Z.
So it's still highlighted. So now I'm gonna rotate it, right? Copy,
Rotate.
rotate. I'm gonna copy it 3 times.
Uncheck
Now,
original.
couldn't you do what we were doing yesterday and run that toolpath first and then do the
Where-
copy?
No, well, yes and no. But this, I was gonna teach you guys multiple ways of doing this, right? So
So
you
can we
could've-
use that way for the test or?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you could have just had this and then rotate the screen and the toolpath, right? And it would have been the same thing. But if I do that, it's not gonna show me the actual
Because you're gonna.
cut extrude
Okay.
on it, right? And then plus, if you try to do it like this right now,
Yeah,
well, that's a
yeah.
pocket.
It's
That's
closed.
not a contouring, right? Because it's still closed,
Correct.
correct? So I'm gonna unclick that, hit OK. See how we got them on now? Right? So now I gotta just click anywhere, so they're not highlighted. And I'm gonna hit shift, click that one, extrude it down, We could go 1.5, I could go 1 point, because it's, huh? No, yeah, but it has the through hole, remember, of 1/2 inch also, right? So I could go 1.3, 1.4, whatever's on there. We'll just go 1.5. It's just gonna leave like, it's gonna look like in the center, a little
Right.
undercut in the face
White
of
line.
it, if I put it on there, right? So I'm just gonna hit body 1, cut, hit OK, right? So now my drawing actually shows the actual cut, right? So hit shift, click that one, same thing. That one's going up, but we're gonna take it down, right? Body 1, cut, hit OK.
Nice circles.
Same thing with this one. Cut extrude, it's going down. Body 1, cut, OK. And same thing for the last one, which is back here, alright? Shift, highlight it, it's going the opposite way. Body 1, cut, OK. Boom. So now we have all of them done, right? So now what I'm gonna do is, I don't like all these extra lines, I don't like everything on there. So I'm gonna turn off my solid, right? And I'm gonna highlight all this. Delete it, right? Take it all off, because we don't need any of that right now, right? I'm gonna open up my part solid again now, and I'm gonna hit F7. So it comes to the first one, right? Now I'm gonna turn on sub elements and high. Remember here, now I could zoom in and click the actual edges of it, right? So I got control down, not that one, yes I want that one, right? With having control down, I'm selecting all of them. That's the one that I want, right? That's the whole chain that I want. Now just come back over here, auto, boom. I made my chain now, right? There it is. So then go back to chain, come over here, go to wrap contouring. Under wrap contouring, I'm gonna select my tool. How much was it, 125?
Yeah, I used the 100,000.
I'm gonna use the 0.2.
125, yeah. Right.
So the 0.2 will still make it. All this wrap feature, yes, 3 inches in diameter. Radial. Strategy, my total depth, I wanna go down to 1.5, correct? Gotta come to the left because it's coming from here. Under advanced, I can leave that the way it is. Under links, normal to tangent or tangent will work on this one. So then when I hit OK, oh. Hold on. Tool comp has to be, man, we had this problem yesterday too, right?
Quarter inch.
See, it gave us this issue. Wasn't giving it earlier. Why? Which was okay, I'm going. It is going to my left.
You're doing the wrap contour?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Because it worked earlier. When it did it. Because if I just do contouring, yeah, it would accept it, but I wanted to do the wrap one. It accepted it earlier with no problem. Let me just try the contouring. Which I'm pretty sure it's gonna work. But I did do wrap contouring earlier. So yeah, that contouring is there now. And then like we said earlier, we could just right click, highlight it, right click, go to copy, rotate, everything else the same. Hit OK.
Click the point, the origin.
There you go. Boom. Alright, so now it has it. Alright. Why is it
Control
so
holders
giving
in
me-
the
Cycle crash. Oh, it's in the arch. Oh, crap.
Like we said, guys, if this is a problem, all you gotta do is come down to tools.
Makes it a bit longer.
Yeah. Click on it. Over
Mine looked like a
here,
pencil going through that shit.
down and the tool length, right? Since I know I'm going 1.5, I gotta take at least a little bit over 1.5. So I'm just gonna go 1.7.
I just made mine
I
two
do
inches.
two.
So,
Hey,
okay?
Can you go to parameters real quick?
On which one?
Parameters, just next to the tool holder. Yeah.
Unclick it?
No, click parameters. I need to see that. Cause my numbers are jacked. Okay. Alright, thanks.
Alright, so now if I play it, that's just the tool. There's the holder. And it's gonna do it.
There we go. Just gotta figure that out now.
And that's here 1.5, and I'm still hitting.
How you know it's hidden? Oh. Now you know.
I think I put the wrong
Mine's
tool.
hidden.
So that's the 0.2
Minus.
mil. I picked the wrong one.
Mm.
There we go. Alright, y'all good? Understand how to do it now?
Oh, cause I made a new one.
No, I didn't change it.
Okay.
So I guess I just did it last one. But that's the change in everything for it. Coming from the front, going back. And yeah, it's gonna go this slow, guys. I have it at the fastest speed. But just think about all the code that it's generating to do all this, right? That's why it's
Stupid
going so
amounts.
slow. There we go. Yeah, so just do the contouring on this one.
I think we wanted that hole bigger. Not even that. I don't think it matters. Yeah, a little bit bigger.
I don't know, mine's cutting above the part, not into the part.
See how there's that little,
Yeah, that's what I said, it's gonna have that little,
yeah, that little tick in there.
yeah.
What do we have it? Half inch? So maybe 3/4?
Yeah, I think it's gonna leave it there regardless because it's the cutting path of it. The only way to get out of it is if you actually put, chamfer on ID, then it'll definitely eliminate it. Alright, everybody good? You know what you have to do?
No.